Well, good morning, guys. So I'm out here with Kelvin again. We've got our yaks.
We're gonna rob Shields.
Yeah, we're headed in there. We're gonna mask up, head in there and take everything they got. Now we're gonna go in there and grab some minnows. And then we're gonna head out to a little lake around here in Omaha that I haven't fished it. Kelvin fishes it a lot. He lives pretty close to it. So we're gonna grab minnows, and I think I'm just gonna stick with like probably like bluegill. I mean, live bait fishing, lighter action rods.
I've had pretty good luck with like a weightless Texas rig and like a Nico rig.
Are you fishing for bass out there?
Either one.
Either one?
I'm set up for both. I'll probably try and go for crappie. I haven't caught any recently, but you know, if I don't catch anything that way, bluegill and bass, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
There's walleye in there too, apparently.
Hell, maybe we'll catch one of those. So we're gonna head on in here and
That one scoop or two? Okay, that's mine. You said one scoop or two?
yeah, I'll just do one scoop.
Okay, I'll get your slips filled out here.
All right, guys, we got minnows. I picked up a couple of bobbers and slip bobbers and stuff. We're gonna load up and head on over there, guys. Stay tuned. And here we are, guys. We're gonna get unloaded. Yeah, this looks nice. I didn't know that there was a boat ramp here.
Yeah, boat ramp. Doesn't seem like there's too many people here, so we should be pretty good.
Yeah, this looks like a nice spot. Well, we got to get our crap unloaded, and then we're gonna get after it, guys. So stay tuned. Been a while since I've been yakking. All right, guys, swap my battery out. This one's thrown on my charger here. I've got some water in my bucket, and I don't know if you guys can see that. We're gonna go ahead. Ooh, they didn't know they gave you nice little rubber bands like that. Those are great for ice fishing. Put your reels on. Your rods, if they don't have a reel seat. Go ahead and dump these schminnows in here. Get out there, buddy. There we go. Toss that in the back. Now, I'm gonna have to get a rod set up to run these. Don't think I have anything set up correctly. I'll have to see what I've got set on here. Oh, I've got a tiny little hook on it. That's probably a little too small for the schminnows that I've got. We're gonna re-rig this, put on a minnow, put on a slip bobber, and we're gonna try that. I brought my bass gear out with me, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna stick with, kayak fishing is so difficult, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna stick with minnows for the most part today, I believe. Okay, I don't even know where any of my stuff's at. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on one of these bobber stops and a slip bobber. So these things, if you've never used these, like these slip bobbers come with a little rope to tie ones. These rubber ones work much nicer. They've got these little hoops on the end, so you just run your line through a hoop. Kind of pull it back like so. And then just run your little rubber on there, and then you pull this other piece of line out of there. I probably put way too much in there. You just run it up on your line. Boom, there you go. So now you've got a little stop for your bobber so you can adjust the depth. And then as far as the bobber, I'm gonna probably use the smallest one in here. Do this one. Hopefully that bobber stop's big enough. Oh yeah, it is. You just slide your bobber on like so, and then your bobber will stop on that little piece of rubber, so you can set your depth to whatever you want. So this hook might be a little bit big. It's like a Wacky Rig drop shot hook, kind of a circle hook. I think it's a 1/0 Stickies brand or something like that, and that should work good for a minnow. That's probably a little bit big to fit in a bluegill's mouth, but if I get a lot of hits and I'm not pulling anything in, then I'll probably downsize to a smaller hook. But maybe this will also keep a little bit of keep our size class up a little more, or I'll just get robbed consistently for my minnow. And we'll see how this works. I might need to put a little split shot on the bottom. You running a split shot?
Yeah, I run a split shot, and then if it comes down to it, I might run 2 hooks, 2 different depths.
Oh yeah.
Maybe where they're hitting. But I run like I think it's a 16th ounce split shot.
Yeah, I don't need much.
No, 16th ounce, about a foot above the boat.
Okay. Let's see if I can find what I did with my split shots. I think they're in the...
Mean Gene told me.
Richard Gene, the fishing machine. I'll link his channel down below, guys, if you want to check him out. He's I've watched a lot of his videos. I'm subscribed to his channel. Also, he puts out some great content, especially if you're really looking to learn and you're not really into fishing. I guess I don't get super into the educational portion of this very often, more just the adventure aspect of it. But don't use your teeth to do this either. There's your tip of the day, folks. Don't put your split shot on with your teeth, Timmy. So I'm just gonna move this up ways. Just do that number to start with. And I'm sitting in a bunch of weeds here, so I need to move, and I need to get you guys moved because you're right in front of my graph here. Wearing jeans. This doesn't tell you how typically unprepared I am. Maybe that's why I don't catch big fish. It's a beautiful morning out, probably only like 10 a.m. I think it's a high of like 80s. Our lows have been getting down in the 50s, so we're definitely in that transition period. We'll get this minnow on. Kelvin's already on. Little bass guy. Awesome. Oh, that's good to see. Nice little bass. Drifting all up in his spot. The joys of kayak fishing is never being able to hold your spot. All right, we got our minnow here. We're gonna go right through his back like this. It's probably way too deep in his back and he's gonna die pretty quick, but we're gonna try that. Oh, there we go. I'm on, guys. Come on, buddy. Nice bass. Nice bass. Let's go ahead and get him in without breaking our line. Boom, there we go, guys. Same issue I always have in the kayak. I reel my line in way too far. Don't spike me. Did you break me off? No, he just came off. Terrible. And I'm just drifting. My rod's stuck. Ah! All right, guys. First one of the day here. Nice little bass. It looks like these guys do have some parasites in them. You can see these little black dots, and you can kind of see some in there. I bet the meat's got a bit of parasites in it, but that happens at a lot of these smaller lakes. They don't have a ton of moving water. I believe part of it's from the fish eating bird droppings. They get that stuff, but if you like to keep them, you can cook them, and they cook out just fine. They're not gonna hurt you. So anyways, we'll get this little guy shoved back in the water here. It's ready to go. Thanks for playing, buddy. Well, guys, we're just over here catching fish, and my GoPro decided to not work. Went to release a fish and brought the camera down, and it tells me it's black screen. I turn it on, it said it's repairing a file. I just caught a nice little bass here. probably the biggest one so far. I would say maybe 12 inches, something about that. Seems about accurate. Once again on a minnow and a bobber, and I'm sitting over here, I'm telling you all about how we're fishing real simple and all stuff, and the camera wasn't working. So I got to get another minnow thrown on, and we're gonna get back to fishing, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm having GoPro issues. I don't know if I got any of this on camera or not, but I just managed to hook into this guy. 21.5 inches, 3.08 pounds on that tiny little minnow and bobber rig. I was running 8-pound braid on that line. I've already got busted off a couple times today. Maybe it was these dudes. And so this is just rad. Like I'm a little bit flustered. I don't even know what to say. Would have never expected to catch it out of this lake. I'm pretty stoked for Kelvin to bring me out here and show me the spot. And he's never caught one out of here, so at least now he knows they're in here. I'm gonna go ahead and release him, so maybe he can catch them in the future. Yeah, guys, that was awesome. Get him back in the water here. He's pretty feisty. Don't want to get torn up by him. Good, bud. Just thrashing around 2 seconds ago. We're done here. I'm gonna paddle in. Guess I'll give you a time check. Sun is high up in the sky. It's 3:30. We've probably been here since 10-ish. Been here something like that. What'd you catch? A few bass and.
A few bass, few bluegill.
Did you get a crappie?
No crappie.
No crappie.
You got one.
I pulled in one crappie.
Surprisingly, one snag.
Yeah, you figured we'd get more with some of the stuff we were fishing back there. I am still kind of mind blown that I pulled that walleye in. I had just absolutely no idea that I was going to hit that out of here. It was rad. It would have been really tasty, but we don't see a lot of those around here. So to a point, you kind of want to let them go to let some other people enjoy them. If you want to catch a bunch to eat, there are spots in Nebraska that you can go to. It does require a little travel sometimes, but that's about it, guys. I'm definitely going to come back out here and fish this again with Kelvin. Like I've said in the couple of the other videos with him, he hasn't done any ice fishing, so I'm going to get him on the ice 100% this year. I know he'll love it.
I hope so.
You're gonna, if you can handle the cold, and obviously you can always put more clothes on ice fishing. It's just a whole other experience, especially with the pan. You know, you love pan fishing.
Yeah.
That's like bread and butter of ice fishing. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna paddle back up here. We're gonna get our stuff loaded up, and we are gonna get out of here for the day. I have gotten plenty of sun. I'm a little pink. It got pretty warm today, so that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.